Let's get back to simpler time, back when the living was good. Hey, what's up, guys? So my buddy over there at Beckers Backyard Homestead wants to had some questions about my router table. So I figured instead of typing things out in an email or anything like that, it's probably just easier to make a video and kind of show you guys what I did. So let's get down here and take a look at it. All right, guys. So this is my table. This board here, it was the backing for my cabinets. It's not very thick, but it's pretty slick on both sides. So that's what I used for the top, and then I countersunk all my screws and stuff down into it. For the router, there's a plastic plate that goes on the router. I just screwed that off, drilled my holes through the tabletop here, and then just screwed this base down into the bottom of the table. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's how I did it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. And then I just used a hole saw to cut my hole there. One thing where I screwed up, the router is so heavy, and I need to go back and put some supports in right here and here. The router is so heavy, you can kind of see that it drags the center of the table down just a fuzz. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but you know, it's enough to make a difference sometimes. So that's one area that I screwed up. But I just got some cheap Harbor Freight clamps there. I clamp it down to the table when I'm working. My fence, this is my box joint jig there that I made the other night. But let's take that off there and have a look at the fence. For that box joint jig, that's just a 3/4 by 3/4 piece there, and it's set 3/4 of an inch off the edge of that router blade. So anyways, so for my fence here that I made, I used this same material that I used for the top, and then I put a pine board on the bottom there, with some vertical supports there to help keep everything nice and sturdy. And then I took some more of that veneered board there and put it on the edges. That way when I'm like using that box joint jig, I can slide it and still keep things relatively square. That's probably not the most ideal option. There's probably a better way to do it, but that's kind of just how I did it. It was quick and easy. I probably could have cut some grooves in the tabletop and this fence here, then run a bolt through there on each side. That probably would have been a little bit better of an option, but yeah, I went with this deal instead. What I've seen most folks do is use MDF for the tops, and looking back on it, that probably would have been a little better idea just because it's a little thicker, but this works just fine. I'm happy with it so far. So I have no real complaints other than that just little bit of sag there in the middle. But I can go back in and add in another support there to see if I can't fix that and make that better. So yeah, just a nice simple little thing. No need to buy one when you can build one. And I mean, those things basically built from scraps I had laying around. So yeah, pretty happy with it. I wish I would have paid more attention to the frame and edges and stuff when I initially built it, because these ears, when I tacked those onto the fence, the frame, this 2x4 back here, was all kind of sticking out a little bit, so I had to go back in there with a chisel and, you know, chisel it down flush and get everything smooth where this thing would slide. But yeah, that's my router table, guys. Whoa, light. Where can we go? All right, guys. Well, that's the router table. Like I said, built from scraps that I had laying around. I've been pretty happy with it. Yeah, so build your own. Don't go buy one. No need to buy one. You can build your own stuff. So yeah, go for it, guys. Get out there, get out in your shop and build your own tools, build your own jigs, build your own fences, build all that stuff. That way you've got it. It's exactly what you want. And yeah, I mean, I've got some other jigs I've been working on too, trying to kind of make stuff up as I need it. So alright, guys, well, that's all I got for you tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video, and remember, guys, get out and do something.
Hi, thanks for watching.